helping you navigate your life in Korea.
And it's time now to get a checkup on the news with Angela Chung. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning.
Not as happy sounding as Friday, but it's a new week. Let's be a little bit chipper. Let me start off by asking you a happy question, though. Is it 짜장면 or 짬뽕?
짜장면.
Yeah, after my own heart. All right. Let's begin with the first news item, though. Okay, we have to start with some COVID-19 related news. The numbers have not been going down. In fact, they have been inching up, especially over the weekend. We saw them going to the 500s as well. And so that's propelled the government to extend the current social distancing level on the ban on gatherings of 5 or more people. Let's start off with an updates then.
Yes, as the number of daily confirmed cases climb back to the 500 range, the government has decided to maintain the current social distancing levels for 2 more weeks. Currently, the social distancing level for Greater Seoul area is at level 2, while in provincial areas, it's at level 1.5. The same levels will remain in place until the midnight of April 11th. As for the ban on gatherings of 5 or more people, it will be extended for the same period. And in addition to these current measures, the government's going to apply new basic disinfection measures.
Okay, so my natural next question will be, what are these new additional disinfection measures that'll be introduced?
So new basic measures of no eating or no entry by people with COVID-19 symptoms. Designated disinfection managers have been added to the list of existing measures. In particular, new basic disinfection measures include a ban on eating altogether at 21 types of places such as sports stadiums, libraries, art galleries, museums, and exhibition centers. The basic disinfection measures will be enforced after a 1-week grace period from today until this Sunday, so this week. And those who violate these new measures after the 1 week of grace period will be fined 100,000 won per person. Once the no eating measure is in place, eating will be only allowed in designated areas such as restaurants and cafes within premises. Existing 4 basic measures which must be complied with at public facilities at all times, regardless of the social distancing levels, include wearing a face mask, posting disinfection measures, managing and keeping lists of people who enter and exit, and disinfecting and ventilating, of course, on a regular basis.
Right. So far until now, I've seen a lot of lists where you can just put one person's name and then you say joined by 2 or 3 others. But now they want to be more stringent and make sure that everyone puts their contact details down.
Right.
Now, you said that 21 establishments will be prohibited from having some eating on the premise. Let's share some more of those places that fall under this rule.
Sure. So places where eating will be prohibited are karaoke's, public bathhouses, indoor performance centers, movie theaters, arcades, indoor and outdoor sports facilities, private academies, casinos, and religious facilities.
All right. Let's move on to the next item. Now, the government has also come up with some issues related to abnormal reactions that quite a few people are experiencing following their vaccination.
Yes, the government's going to introduce vaccination day off policy for people who show abnormal reactions after given COVID-19 vaccine shots. According to this policy, those who have abnormal reactions after getting vaccines can get day offs just by applying for them without a doctor's referral.
Right. So you don't need a doctor's note to get these days off. How many days can you get off, and what exactly is the criteria for this number?
So one can get 1 day off the day following the vaccination date, considering abnormal reactions normally occur in 10 to 12 hours after the vaccination. But you can get another day off if the abnormal reaction keep occurring. So 2 days off in total. And this decision came from principles that if you have abnormal reactions after vaccination, they will normally disappear within 2 days. And if those reactions don't go away even after 48 hours, you should definitely go see a doctor.
All right. As the vaccination speed hopefully kicks up and kind of picks up some speed, there have been quite a few number of these abnormal reactions. What exactly have been reported and what should we looking out for?
According to the Korea Disease Control Prevention Agency, many have reported they had difficulty getting back to work due to fever or body ache. The KDCA monitoring found 32.8% of respondents said they had a difficult time or feeling at ease after the vaccination. 2.7% of the respondents actually went to doctors for medical treatments. To list them in descending order, major abnormal symptoms following vaccination were body ache, muscle pain, feeling tired, headache, or fever. And actually, the younger the respondents, the more abnormal symptoms were reported.
Okay. So we talked about this day off policy. When exactly are we going to be seeing this in action?
Vaccination day off policy will be applied both to the public and private sectors, ranging from those working in social welfare facilities and healthcare centers who will get vaccinated from the first week of April. And ranging from this to policemen, firefighters, and soldiers who are scheduled to get vaccinated in June. And for flight attendants who are going to get COVID-19 vaccines in May, vaccination day offs will be given after negotiations with airliners.
All right, so it will be rolled out in April for the first group of people anyways. Moving on to our last item, Incheon International Airport. For I think the majority of us, it's been some time since we visited it, but this year, 2021, is an important year for the airport.
Yes, I actually remember the first time it opened. So Gimpo wasn't the only one. So Incheon, the big one, opened. And this year actually marks the 20th anniversary of the airport's opening. Incheon International Airport opened on March 29th of 2001. So Incheon International Airport Corporation, IIAC, announced it will hold a commemorative ceremony today and present Incheon International Airport New Vision 2030 report.
Happy birthday, Incheon International Airport, turning 20. But of course, because of COVID-19, I guess this commemorative or celebratory ceremony cannot be held on site, or 100% anyways.
Right. The ceremony will be held in Passenger Terminal 1 of Incheon International Airport and will be joined by Jung Se-gyun, the Prime Minister, Jin Sun-mi, head of Land Infrastructure and Transport Committee, Kang Dong-seok and Kim Kyung-uk, the very first and current presidents of IIAC, and Bang Nam-chun, Incheon City Mayor. The smallest possible number of participants will be present while broadcasting the ceremony live online in order to abide by COVID-19 disinfection rules.
There's a lot to celebrate, of course, though. I mean, it's only 20 years old, but there have been remarkable achievements over the past 2 decades.
Right. For the past 20 years, Incheon International Airport has written a history of achievements. As Korea's one and only gateway airport, it has connected 255 air routes for 73 countries with more than 100 airliners, positioning itself in the 3rd place among global airports in terms of international flight, in the 5th place in the number of international passengers, as it had been visited by 70 million people a year as of 2019. And Incheon International Airport has ranked the 1st place for the consecutive 12 years in airport service quality conducted by Airport Council International. And Incheon International Airport has also received orders for 30 projects worth $230 million from 15 countries so far.
It's an amazing record for the past 20 years, and we look forward to another great 20 years ahead. Thanks for the updates, Angela. We'll see you again on Friday.
See you on Friday.